Welcome back to another video. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much. Today we're going to be wrapping up the '09 Hyundai Accent. We're going to put that bumper and them lights back on it. So if you haven't seen the other series, I did a series where we removed the bumper and the lights, and then I did just a lights video, and then ultimately I had to replace that whole radiator support. So that holds the condenser, the radiator, the lights, the front bumper, kind of the whole thing up there. The wheel wells also clipped to the bumper. But anyway, today I'm going to show you how to put those back on. If you don't know how to take them off and you're wondering, I'll link a video in the description. So also that'll be for both of those. So it'll be part 1, taking the bumper off, part 2, putting the bumper back on, and then a lights video. And then if you need one for the whole radiator support, I'll have a video for that as well. So like I say, basically we'll put these on today. What you're going to need is, here's everything that I have. I've got the Tecton tool set, which you probably only need a 10mm and a 12mm. Let's see here. I've got a rivet gun because some of my little screws, whatever you want to call them, busted. So instead of buying those, I'm going to use these because they're more easier in my opinion. So those, I did go ahead and use some of this QD electronic cleaner. The reason I used that on here was because when they came off, they were really dirty. So I sprayed that in there, let it dry. If you want to know how to do that, I got a link on my shorts video, or I'll have a link in the description, but it's one of my shorts. So I'll show you how to clean the electronics. But other than that, you might need a pry bar, some needle nose, and then flathead and pliers. So that's everything that I'm using. Probably won't need a torque wrench, but I have it here just in case. And then if you're thirsty, get yourself some water. So always drink a lot of water. And yeah, and then I've already got it jacked up and ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you on the tripod and we'll get rolling. Alright, so I suggest you put your light on first. Mine is not in, it's just sitting there. So the first step to that is connecting those plugs into the back of the light. Okay, so we're going to connect those first. Okay, and then you get your 2 screws, and one goes up top, so this goes through there, and then one goes, one goes through that hole into there. So let me put you back on the tripod. All right, cool. That should be a lot better for you. So first things first, get these correct. You've got 2 different plugs. Let's see, one is more rectangle, and then the other is, I'm sorry, this is a rectangle, and this one is a square. We'll say, alright, so now you need your 10mm and your ratchet. Okay, now that those are in, let's repeat it on the other side. Okay, same thing. Just repeat over here. Start by plugging in your light. Okay. Just plug that back in. And then you go ahead and put your 2 screws in. So I will say one thing on the plugs for the backs of the lights, you can access them back here, but make sure that they snap. If they don't snap, they're going to come undone, water's going to get in there, and your light's not going to work. So take a minute, make sure that those click when you put them in. That way you don't lose your lights. All right, very good. So we got the lights clipped in, locked in, tightened, both sides. Make sure they're clipped. You're good. Now we're going to put the bumper up on the car. Should be pretty easy. We're going to put it up, and then we're going to put a couple of bolts where on the front there. Put those 2 bolts in, and then we'll clip it all in, and we'll be good to go. So just hang in there with me while we do this. All right, so just a few side notes. First of all, the 2 bolts that are on the front, okay, one there, one there. Make sure you have the longer screws because they've got to go through that hole there and connect. Now, another side note, before you start screwing them in, if you look below the light there, that little piece, let's see if I can focus here. That little piece that runs across needs to slide under those clips, okay? So the piece sticking out on the bumper has to slide under those 2 clips, okay? And it's hard to capture it, but anyway. And then over on this side, same thing. Just make sure this slides in there. That's a given because it has to be, these 2 portions have to meet up. So get all that lined up, and then you can push it on, put these 2 bolts in. Okay, I'm gonna do it now. All right, it's as easy as that. Let's go to the other side. Just repeat the same step. All right, we'll start on this far side here. Just go snug and then do your other one. Don't tighten everything really tight, just get everything snug. We'll go back and tighten it all up in a second. Okay, get it snug. All right, now we're gonna do all 7 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All you need is your Phillips and 7 screws. Phillips and 7 screws. All right, now on this one you can see there's a little bit of obstruction in there, so I'm just going to kind of clear it out with this or Phillips, and then I can put this in. So if you put this in, you screw it and it goes right down. So that's what you're going to see me do now. All right, I'm gonna mess with it for a sec. I'll pause it, mess with it and get it in, and then I'll replay. So I just had to kind of, mess with it and force it down a little bit, but now I'm gonna do those last 3. All right, now. Okay, cool. So bumper's on, everything's secure up top. Now we're gonna come over to the fender. I used a bungee to kind of pull back the fender well, or fender cover. So under here, it's pretty simple. There's literally 1 screw here, and then all we gotta do is basically reattach the fender cover to that, and then we'll go to the other side. Now I'm missing some of the screws, so we're gonna go ahead and use the rivet gun. So I'll try to film it as best as I can. All right, so get this to line up. All you're gonna do is you're going to pull this and get it snapped in, okay? And then you can get your Phillips with your screw. Get that one put in. Okay, now we're gonna go repeat on the other side. All right, now I'm on the other side. So once again, just pull your fender, make sure it's in right here. Get it to click, and then Once again, get your Phillips. All right, now I'm going to start on this side because this side had the screws. The other side on my car had rivets, and that's from previous owner. So get your wheel well, get it kind of where it sets correctly. Can't remember. Should go in. Yeah. All right, just like that. Except this. There we go. That kind of holds it. And then this folds underneath. Okay. Cool. We're going to use the rest of our screws here. Make sure you guys can see. Yep. If these screws are busted on yours, the rivets work great. I wouldn't say they're easier to get off, but they definitely secure it. These are just less permanent, I guess is a good word. So I'm just working to secure everything in the wheel well here. I know you may not see this. But I think you get the point. Okay. All right, now let's go underneath. All right, cool. There's two more right under here. And that's all for that side. Now let's go to the other side. All right, so on this side, I'm gonna use the rivet tool. If you want it, there's the part number. It's gonna be linked in the description below. The rivets that I'm using are these bad boys here. They fit really good in there. So I'm gonna show you, it's really easy. You just get the rivet gun, stick the rivet in there, like so, squeeze, and you're done. Okay, so let me show you how to do it. All right, cool. So get your plastic all lined up. Like say, get your rivet, stick it in the gun. Okay, like so. Stick it in the hole and squeeze. Okay, and then just break that little piece off. That's it. go. Oh, this one's broke. Just get another one. You can get these at Harbor Freight for, I think, $11.99. It's as easy as that. Not too bad. All right, let's do these last two. Cool.